Hello everybody, welcome to Average Joe Watch Reviews, where we do more than just reviews. Today we're doing my Seiko collection, and my reasoning behind this is because I actually wanted to film my State of the Watch collection for 2021. The problem is, I have 50 watches, and well, even if I were to give you a minute on each watch, that's still going to be almost an hour long. So I figured maybe if I take some groupings of watches that are in my collection and show you guys those, I think my State of the collection can definitely be more condensed into maybe a 20 minute video. That would be nice, right? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to show you guys my Seiko collection. I have 10 watches, so if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, and also please hit that bell notification because that actually lets you know when I upload news videos, which is every Wednesday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Also, click a like. That is the most charitable way to help support the channel. So, with no further ado, let's just dive into my Seiko collection. All right, so let's get started with my Seiko Kinetic. This is the watch that started it all for me. This is actually the first expensive watch in my collection. I bought this on eBay for $330 in Japan. Well, from Japan, I should say. And I've had it for 20 years now. As you can see, that second hand, how it ticks every 2 seconds, that's telling me that the capacitor is drained and that I need to have motion, since this is a Kinetic. Once it is fully powered, it will then tick every second on the second. This one does have a cool sweep, almost like a mecha quartz look to it. And the other impressive thing is the fact that it actually snaps back, not like traditional quartzes that will actually travel around. Really unique look and a real quality watch. Really love this piece, and it's held up really nice. I actually have it on the Seiko rubber strap that I bought after the fact. Really tough to find any kind of strap for this one. This one did come on the metal bracelet. This is a lifer in my collection, since this piece means a lot to me. Next up, we have another piece that means a lot to me, probably my most sentimental piece Seiko-wise, and that is the Recraft. This one has really beautiful brushing. You've got a really cool sunburst brown dial, my only brown dial of the collection. We've got some gold indices. This one is actually featuring a non-hackable, non-hand winding movement, but you do get a day-date function. This one actually is sporting the 7S26C movement. You do get the exhibition case back. There is no loom on this watch, which is a disappointment, but I have plenty of Seikos that have looms, so not a big deal. Beautiful calf leather strap. One of the best that I've actually felt Seiko produce, and it comes on a Recraft, not even a Presage model, so pretty impressive there. And you get the retro look. Just a really unique piece, and just very special. So this is my first Father's Day gift from baby Madison here. Next up, we have the PADI Turtle. This one here is actually sporting the 4R36A movement, and there's actually another watch in this collection that's sporting the same movement, and that is this one here, the Monster. They both share the same movement, so that means that we do get a hand winding, we do get hacking, and we get the day-date function. So I'm going to put that aside because we're going to take a look at that later. This one, the PADI Turtle, this one's actually certified by the Professional Association for Diver Instructors. Or I want to put it down below exactly what PADI means. I always forget what it means, but it was something like that. This one is 200 meter water resistant. Beautiful, I mean, great loom on this watch, and it's got good bezel action. Now it gets its name the turtle because it looks like a turtle back, looking at it from the top. And this one does not have an exhibition case back, but it, you know, for water resistance, it's better to have a solid case back. I did put the Ritchie silicone strap on here. I think it really pops and makes the watch look even more sporty than it did on the bracelet. And I really enjoyed this piece. This is definitely one of the watches I like to take in the pool. So really cool piece here. Next up we have the Seiko SSA389. This is actually a hand winding and a hackable movement. You do get a date function here and a 24-hour tracker in the subdial. Look at that dial there though, the inner dial. It's got like a woven pattern, almost like a faux carbon fiber. You do get, I can't call it rose gold, even though, I mean, some people could say rose gold, but it almost has like a copper look to it to me. But either way, the bracelet on this actually is really nice. Take a look at that. You've actually got brushing and some polishing. I haven't done a review on this yet, so definitely stay tuned. You've got a nice knurled crown. It's got the black, I don't know if it's PVD or whatever, but either way, it's a nice touch. And you do get the typical Seiko press clasp, but you do get that exhibition case back. So pretty cool watch. One of those watches that flies under the radar. Not very popular for one reason or another. First time I've actually seen one is when I got it as a gift from the wifey. So very unique piece. I don't have one that looks like it in the collection, so pretty cool there. Next up, I'm going to show you guys a oldie but goodie. This is the Sea Urchin, a Seiko 5 Sports. This one is non-hackable and non-hand winding. This one you have to actually get shaken to get it moving. This one is very reminiscent of a Rolex Submariner without trying to be one. This one's sporting the 7S36C movement. This one's got that jingle jangly bracelet, not very nice. Press clasp as usual, exhibition case back. But it's a really nice watch, and this one's actually becoming a collector's item. I actually bought this a couple years ago, and it's already going up in price. You do get the aluminum bezel, which I do like, as opposed to a painted bezel, so that you're not scratching it. So really handsome watch, and good lume as well. So cool piece. All right, next up we've got the two monsters. We've got the Seiko 5 Sports Monster, which is the latest generation in comparison to this monster here, the first generation. This bezel movement obviously is a little looser, but it still feels good in comparison to the tighter Seiko 5 Sports one. Now the big difference, you have no lume pip here. You got the lume pip there. That's great. But you could definitely see a difference in the indices, and as I said, the movement. This one actually shares. This one shares the same movement as the PADI Turtle, as I mentioned, with the 4R36A movement. This one here has the 7S26B movement. This is a non-hackable, non-hand winding. It is a screw down crown, and you do get a date function, as you can see here. Has really good lume even still, despite its age. But you definitely can see that it has aged pretty well, but it has been used and loved, which I do like. It gives it some personality. This one definitely has a lot of stories to tell. This one is still actually brand new. I've worn it a couple times already, and I enjoy them both. Pretty cool look with these watches. Not for everybody with the styling, but these are definite classics, and they're just only going to go up in value. So definite keepers of the collection. Next up, I have a controversial piece. It does say Seiko automatic, so we do get a Seiko dial with a Seiko NH35 movement, but that's about as far, or that's where basically all the Seiko components stop. Everything else is aftermarket with the aluminum bezel, the snowflake hands, reminiscent of a Tudor Black Bay, and we've got the Strapsco Beads of Rice bracelet. This one here actually features the red tinted case back, and you get the lumed crown. Pretty cool watch. One of my favorite of my collections. Very clean. This one's actually has obviously a ghost position, because my plan was or at least if my plan wasn't, this one is future proof. If I want to change out dials, I could definitely get that extra complications if I choose to do so. So that's the custom Seiko, I call it the Seiko Black Bay. So last but not least, this is the Seiko Presage Cocktail Time. Love this watch. Purchased this off a fellow subscriber and got a really nice deal. So I had to jump on it. Love the crown on this, by the way. It's actually a little bit larger. I love larger crowns. But the star of the show is no doubtably this dial. I mean, look at the pattern with that. Beautiful. You've got dolphin hands, and you've got an exhibition case back. But I have to admit that this leather strap is a joke. It is, like, when I saw it, I'm like, is this stock? And obviously it is. This is a calf leather, but I guess there's some kind of patent leather on top here that just doesn't look good at all. So I swap this out when I wear it. So this one actually is featuring the 4R35B, which is a hand winding and hackable movement with the date function. So we are going to flip the camera around and give you guys some final thoughts.
So there you have it. My Seiko collection, 10 watches, all with their own little different personalities. I think we covered a lot of different movements as well in these watches, including the Kinetic movement, which is 20 years old. I want to hear down below what you guys think of the collection, and also, what am I missing? I know I just added the Cocktail Time just recently, the Seiko Presage. It's one I've always wanted, so I now have that. I will say that I would love to get that my hands on an Arnie. That is definitely one of those iconic pieces that I think I'm personally missing. But besides that, I'm really up for any opinion down below. So definitely put your comment down below as to what you would recommend in the Seiko lineup, and maybe it'll be on the channel very, very soon. So thank you for joining me, and always remember that there's always time to be kind to one another. Please take care of each other, and I'll see you guys next time on Average Joe Watch Reviews. God bless, my friends.